No, 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 say it not so, man. They got Emily, dude.
But okay, anything else?
Oh, this is Emily. Have you met her?
Yes, Chris!
Oh.
What? Let me get this straight. You're telling me that a streamer who has previously done shitty stuff on camera might not be the innocent, well-meaning person that they try so hard to portray on stream?
Oh god.
No, that can't be possible. Everybody knows that streamers are who they say they are on stream. They're not allowed to lie. You almost had me there. Guys, I honestly think that out of every aspect of social media, the negative side effects of streaming being so popular is what's going to end up having the biggest impact on our society as a whole. And a big reason as to why I say that is for pretty much like every other form of content creation, at least for the most part, I feel like most people, definitely not all, but most people, are at least like subconsciously aware that the person they're seeing on the screen is probably not who they would meet if they met that person in real life. Like anybody who's a social media figure and influencer or whatever, whenever they're on camera, they're putting on some sort of act or some sort of character. Now that act or character might be like 95% the real them, but nobody is like 100% themselves when they're at their job. I feel like that's just like normal human nature. It's essentially just like an online customer service voice.
It's just where you basically using the personality of what's probably going to attract the audience that likes the most out of you, and you're going to give them that, right? It's just what it is. Like everyone's not going to be 100% them on camera. That's just not what entertainment is.
Just the way it is. Even if you've watched every single one of my videos ever, if you met me in person, I probably would not be like a one-to-one match of who you'd expect to meet. I'd probably be far cooler and much more handsome than you're expecting. But the reason I say this is because I feel like with streamers, people forget about this a lot quicker. When you're watching somebody live for hours, sometimes their entire day, every day, it's a lot easier to be like, this is definitely who this person is. This is their authentic self. And I honestly feel like that mindset with streamers out of all the different kinds of content creators is the most dangerous. If I'm going to be honest here, I feel like streamers are the fakest people on the entire internet. And
let's see where he's going with this.
If I'm going to be honest here, I feel like streamers are the fakest people on the entire internet. And I don't even think most streamers would really take offense to that. I really just think that that is the meta right now. If you've watched any of the top streamers over the last year, you immediately know what I'm talking about. None of the guys who are dominating the streaming world right now behave like they do on stream, like they do in real life, because if they did, they would be hospitalized. Streamers do not act like normal people. That's just how it is. But people really start believing in these acts because they somehow can't see that every aspect of streaming is fake.
And that's just the audience fault, to be honest. I mean, do you want to put a disclaimer to say, hey, whatever you watch on this live stream is based off of entertainment only? Viewer discrepancy, you know, viewer wise, just letting you know, heads up. No, like they're not gonna do that. I mean, you should have some type of knowledge or understanding that this is just entertainment. Like, it's not real life. Even if they're live streaming, it's not real life. There's some aspects of it that's going to kind of be acting, right? It's actually what entertainment is.
Seriously, it all fucking is, even down to the view counts, which, my god, what a long segue, gets us to what we're talking about today. Another huge streamer has once again been exposed for using view bots, which, like, at this point, I don't even know if this is newsworthy. I think this is, again, just the meta. I think this is what every major streamer is doing, because if they don't, they're gonna fall behind. Recently, while she was live, the streamer ExtraEmily
Damn, Emily. Damn! No! You can't. No, there's no way, man. There's no way! Innocent Emily? They got her, guys. They got her, man. I would put it like this. I'm gonna start the video. It's just what the game is, bro. Like, they got a view bot. They got a view bot to keep up with the luxury of looking like they have a bunch of views. And there's probably a few streamers that actually don't view bot at all. But I mean, I'm not surprised. It's not a surprise to me. I mean, think about it. Like, the connections, the people that she's collaborating with, and so on. Like, she got insight of how to run inside the game. You know what I'm saying?
Exposed a tab that was open on her browser that was opened to a website for a ViewBotting service. Now, we've talked about ExtraEmily once before on this channel, and that was when she ran a red light because she was too busy reading chat. So, you know, she's my personal hero, that's for sure. Apparently, she's also caught up in like some Mr. Beast drama right now where people are accusing her of ruining a Mr. Beast video. Apparently, when he did that like big streamer collaboration video, she went live before anybody else did, but like half the people that I've seen talk about this said that she just went live when she was supposed to and everybody else was late. But still, a bunch of people are mad at her right now because whatever the first thing is to spread on the internet is usually what is just considered the truth blindly. Either way, that's not the focus of today's video. I kind of chose to personally ignore all the Mr. Beast drama that's been going on over the last few weeks, but this ViewBotting shit does intrigue me. We've been seeing a lot of people get called out for this over the last few months.
Burnt peanut controversy grows after ViewBotting and cheating claims while top streamers openly defend his rapid rise. Again, man, if you see all these streamers coming out of nowhere and they're blowing up, there's a high chance that they're fluctuating these numbers and views to get out there, you know what I'm saying? And it's sad, you know, it's a sad thing that you can't just be yourself. You know, and if you be yourself, you look like you're lame or whatever the case might be. You know, you see in comments you felt off or whatever the case might be, but it's like, dude, you're secretly watching folks who envying someone who have fake views and they're literally trying to stay on top of the total pole of other big streamers and YouTubers that they all into these things. And do I condone it? No. Do I care? Not really, but I do care how it impacts the people's view on media though, because it impacts everybody, all content creators in general. You know, it's like having fake money. The more fake money you put out there, or like printing more money that doesn't need to be printed, the value of views go down, the value of collaborations go down, to making money from sponsorships goes down. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I do care about, because it's like you're basically lying to the audience to showing that you're lit, and it's not. And then they have this expectation of this is what it's supposed to be. So that's one thing. But I don't care. Like, if that's what you feel like you need to do to feel good about yourself, I guess.
Most notably, the Burnt Peanut got accused of it not too long ago. Asmongold, Stable Ronaldo. I mean, like, a bunch of names have had this shit kind of pop up over the last few months, and creators being exposed for this just seems to be getting more and more common. Real quick, just so you can see what we're talking about, this is the clip from Emily's stream.
How cool. But okay, anything else?
This is a
Emily.
clip.
Have you met her?
It's Chris!
Oh.
As you can see, when she hovers over her Google Chrome, in one of her windows is a website opened up called ViewBot.ai. Now,
Girl, you know you're supposed to be clearing your browser or whatever, have a clean interface, so where you actually skim over, none of this is there. Girl, you know that. Come on, man. She knows that. She just got caught. She got caught off guard, bro. She caught lacking. That's what it was.
Google Chrome, in one of her windows, is a website opened up called ViewBot.ai.
Now you know this about to happen, right? Everybody about to go start using this. Now that this is exposed and he's adding fuel to it, now guess what? People who are low on views, who are trying to make it out of it, and they're averaging anywhere from 30 to 50, maybe even less than that, they're gonna look at this website and say, all right, let me see what I could do to view bot my stuff so I could get on. It never stops, bro. It never stops.
Her Google Chrome, in one of her windows, is a website opened up called ViewBot.ai. Now, YouTube, please hear me. This is for educational purposes only. Please do not fuck this video, I beg of you. Direct all that anger towards all the actual porn on this website. It's getting worse somehow, but this is the website.
No, we're gonna skip that though for sure. So that is the website, but we're gonna skip that. Oh, that is crazy though. No, empowering creators, dude, that is crazy. Yeah, they all in this. They all in this. Look how much money that you make from this, dude. I mean, that you pay for this, for these viewers, bro. This is crazy. This is why I stick on YouTube though. Like, this is why I stick on YouTube, because it's like, I can't trust the type of media content of streamers. Like it does seem fake. It seems like it's forced. It seems like, at first when it first came about, it seemed so cool to want to do it, but now I can just see it just being taxing, stress, and also like there's not a lot of these streamers who are successful unless they do this stuff, bro. They have to literally fake the funk and then continue to do it. They still make some money from it. Like a lot of these streamers, they start getting, they influx the views, then they bring people in, and then they start making some money to where they can feed the system, right? But I couldn't do it, man. I don't know. I couldn't really do it, bro. I'd rather stick to YouTube.
Of live viewers at once. They're gonna pay a fuck ton for sponsorship, so I mean, I guess that's where the money comes in. Still, this seems outrageous to me. On the topic of things that seem outrageous to me though, it's kind of outrageous that you don't follow me on Instagram. And if you do,
Yo, look, shout out to him. I'm gonna have this video linked in the description, but yo, if y'all want to, at least hit the like button on this video. Like, damn, if you even watch the video, hit the like button. You watched all the way to this? Come on.
An open secret. A lot of streamers have come out and just like plainly said that everybody uses them. And I mean, like to an extent, I sort of understand it. Obviously, I don't promote it. I think it's dumb. But if these streaming platforms aren't going to do anything about it and everybody you're competing with is getting a huge boost because they're willing to do it, it makes sense why a lot of people would resort to doing this shit. Especially because like I was talking about, the streaming world is so unbelievably fake. This is a problem across all of social media, and I don't really know what the explanation is for it, but people will genuinely like you less and be like less willing to give your content a chance the less views it has. I mean, I guess the obvious explanation is that if somebody has a bunch of viewers or if a video has a bunch of views, it kind of seems like it's been vouched for in a way. Like obviously a bunch of people have approved of it. If somebody is looking for something to watch on Twitch, the psychological difference between clicking on a stream with 50 viewers and one with 500 viewers is huge. The difference.
Damn, I can't even see the same no more, bro. I thought she was all organic, bro. I can't even see it the same. No, I mean, still, she gonna make her money or do what she does. She able to do long form. I mean, live stream on YouTube. I mean, YouTube, and I think what I'm talking about. She's live streaming on Twitch, but I think she also live streams and she for sure made content on YouTube. So she's doing what she wants to do full time.
Like obviously a bunch of people have approved of it. If somebody is looking for something to watch on Twitch, the psychological difference between clicking on a stream with 50 viewers and one with 500 viewers is huge. The difference between 50 and 5,000 is massive. So while I think it's hilarious that she didn't even think to close out the tab before starting up her stream, I'm honestly kind of split as to who should be blamed for this. Now look, obviously in a perfect world, no streamer would pay for a ViewBotting service even if they knew that they probably wouldn't get caught. Unfortunately though, we do not live in a perfect world, and it seems like every major streamer is doing it. But is that just because streamers like to see their numbers bigger than everybody else? Or is it because the ecosystem of websites like Twitch and websites like Kick punish them if their numbers don't look like that? I feel
exactly. That's what it is. It's survival, bro. They're stuck. They're stuck. They gotta just continue on with it until Twitch fixes this problems. Till they fix that, dude, they have no choice to utilize this tool, bro. Like what has to happen is on through the whole platform of all channels that are using these on Twitch, they have to literally slash all of them, bro. And they can't do it because it won't make them money. People be like, oh, Twitch is not popping no more. Everyone's falling off. So guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna move over to the next platform, or they might migrate back over to YouTube, and they don't want that. So they have to allow these guys look like they're big to keep their Twitch upfloat, especially when it comes to the investors.
like we're in the era of like mega streaming. You know, much like how YouTube has been Mr. Beastified, I feel like streaming has been Kai Cenatified, where it seems like if you aren't doing these insane streams where you're pulling like Super Bowl numbers, you're basically irrelevant. So don't get me wrong, I'm not like condoning this, I'm not excusing it. You know, you do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. Just because everyone else is doing it, you don't have to do it. You know, if all your friends jumped off a bridge kind of shit. But like, I do see the perspective that a lot of these streamers probably see, even if it's a silly one. I'll say it again, so much of streaming is fake. Like, it all feels fabricated complicated it is an industry where you really do have to fake it till you make it. It genuinely seems like if you want to be a popular streamer these days, you either just have to already be a popular streamer, or you have to like force it into existence. I mean, take for example Clavicular. We've been talking about him pretty frequently.
Dude, I don't even want to talk about it. He seemed like a pretty cool, nice guy though. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I don't know. I don't get it, bro.
Imagine how many clippers that guy has on his fucking roster. Think about how many mentions and clips of Clavicular that you've seen against your will. And guess what? It worked. The guy is basically like a real celebrity now. Streaming and like really all content creation, I feel like right now, but especially streaming, has never been more inorganic. Like it used to be the case that if you were putting out good content, if you were a likable person, you could probably build a community no matter what. It might not be a huge one, but these days it feels like if you want to build anything, if you want to have any success, you have to like make people watch you, especially if it's streaming. You have to get clips in front of every single person on the planet, because if you don't, you just have no chance. And I feel like a lot of people catching on to that is another big reason as to why ViewBotting has become basically like an epidemic. Because,
you know, this is gonna really affect us again as content creators in some form or fashion. There's repercussions, and people are going to get tired of it. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing for sure. It's going to balance the scale. People are going to get tired of it. But I also don't think people are going to get tired of it. I think people are open-minded to it now, man. You hear about all these streamers who are ViewBotting. I don't think people are going to get tired of it. I think what's going to happen is that you're just going to have more people using a lot of these tools. That's what is going to happen. They see Emily using it. They're going to see that, okay, if she's appears innocent and she's using it, then I could use it. That's what I see. I think it's just gonna have an influence of more people just increasing their views with ViewBotting, and bro, that's what I see.
Even if you make every clip in the world, even if you do get a stupid clip in front of every single person on planet Earth, if they go to your channel and you have like 12 viewers, they're gonna be like, my god, this guy's ass. Why is he not banned? Let me go watch this guy with 30,000 viewers scream and pretend that he has zero common sense when he reads chat instead. It's like, it's just what you gotta do these days, it feels like. I really think that Twitch should kind of get their shit together and crack down on this, because it would probably benefit everybody involved. I don't really know how ViewBotting works, if I'm being 100% honest, so I don't know if like the increased artificial traffic benefits Twitch. If it does, then I wouldn't be surprised if that's why they're not really doing anything about it, but it just seems super irresponsible for a platform as big as Twitch. That's one thing.
Yeah, I already told you why Twitch ain't gonna do it, so hey, at the end of the day, it is what it is. But yo, guys, if you guys enjoy, man, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. We do reactions to pop culture, learning new stuff, and like to dive into a lot of cool things. So that's what we do on this channel. See you on the next one.